So now let's look at if the Federal Reserve lend a discount loan to the commercial bank, what will happen to the currency, reserve, and the monetary base. So we are going to use the T account to show this. The Fed lend the 1 million discount loan to a commercial bank. First, we can use the T account to show what happened to the commercial bank, the balance sheet. Remember, when the Federal Reserve lent $1 million discount loan to the bank, it means the bank borrowed $1 million from the Federal Reserve, and the borrowing is on the right hand side of the balance sheet. It's part of the bank's liabilities. So the borrowing, in particular, discount loan, will increase by $1 million. But how can the bank get this $1 million loan from the Fed? The Fed simply put the $1 million into the reserve account of this bank. Therefore, the reserve of this bank increased by $1 million, and the two sides are balanced. Because this monetary action also involved the Federal Reserve, we also need to show what happened to the Federal Reserve balance sheet. For the Fed, and remember, when the Fed lend out the money to the bank, the money is the asset of the Federal Reserve. So this discount loan they lend out is part of their asset. The commercial bank eventually need to pay back this $1 million to the Federal Reserve. And because Federal Reserve add $1 million to the commercial bank reserve account, and we know reserve is on the right hand side of the Federal Reserve, the balance sheet. So this will increase by 1 million as well. So now come back to our question. What happened to the currencies? And if you look at the both T account, there's no any item related to change of the currency. So currency remain the same. I use a bar. What happened to the reserve? Reserve increased by $1 million. What happened to the monetary base? Monetary base is the sum of the currency and the reserve, and reserve remain the same. The currency remain the same. Reserve increased by $1 million. So monetary base increased by $1 million. So now we see if the Federal Reserve take monetary actions. In this case, the Federal Reserve lend $1 million discount loan to the commercial bank. The monetary base will increase by the same amount. So discount loan lending increased by 1 million. Monetary base increased by the same amount, 1 million.